We found 10 of the most powerful destroying machines on the entire planet, and in this video, we're going to push them to their absolute limits. Crush a car into a metal pancake in seconds, shredders with teeth the size of your head that can eat an entire engine block. Presses that exert millions of pounds of force. These machines cost millions of dollars. Their only purpose is total and complete destruction. You are not going to believe what we're about to show you. This is part 4 of our car shredder series. You guys have been asking for more, so we went bigger than ever before. Hydraulic presses that can turn solid steel into a twisted mess. Mobile crushers that flatten cars on the spot. Shredders so big, they need their own power plant. Sedans, trucks, even solid blocks of metal, just to see what happens. It's going to be loud, it's going to be insane, and it's going to be awesome. Stick around to find out, because we're starting right now. First up, the absolute beast known as the Titan 5000 hydraulic press. This isn't your average workshop press, it's an industrial monster applying unimaginable force to a tiny area. The engineering behind this is just insane. It uses hydraulic fluid and massive pistons to generate force that can bend, warp, and crush almost any material known to man. It moves with a slow, terrifying power you feel in your chest. This Titan 5000 is rated for over 5,000 tons of force. That's like stacking more than 3,000 cars on a single point. The pressure plate is reinforced, hardened steel several feet thick. For our first test, a solid 1-foot thick block of forged steel. The same kind used in skyscrapers and bridges. Safety cage down, lights flashing, pumps building to max. The main piston is engaged. The plate comes down, silent touch, then a piercing squeal as steel meets steel. Pressure rising, everything vibrates. Unstoppable force meets immovable object. Watch it give. Now for a true classic of destruction, the industrial car crusher. The model here is a thing of beauty, pancake style. Its job, take a full-sized car, engine, seats, everything, and compress it into a neat block of scrap. The chamber's a small room, the ram weighs tons. A crane or forklift drops the car into the box. Doors seal, point of no return. The squeeze is methodical. Glass shatters, metal groans, tires explode. A massive diesel powers the pumps. Deep, ground-shaking rumble. From a reinforced cab, the operator sculpts a dense, stable bale. Today's victim, a 90s wagon, thumbs up, drop, impact, then the walls close in. From inside, the roof buckles and the cabin implodes. In under a minute, 15 feet becomes a few. Mechanical dominance, delivered. If crushing is slow compression, this is fast, violent, chaotic obliteration. Massive rotors with hardened hook teeth spin slowly, but with staggering torque. Anything that falls in gets grabbed and ripped to shreds. Metal, plastic, rubber. A building-sized line pushing over 60 tons per hour. Dedicated megawatt motors turn the beast. Low growl to roaring feed. Teeth hook, pull, rip. Rotors make a vortex. Nothing escapes. Demo. An already crushed car bale, over a ton, released into the jaws. A screech. Then the block fractures and vanishes in seconds. What's better than a giant crusher? One you can drive anywhere. Built into a trailer, it has its own engine, hydraulics, and grapple. Set up in under an hour. Speed and efficiency. No hauling cars off-site. The grapple swings, drops, bullseye. 30 seconds later, it's a tidy slab, ejected, and stacked. Now precision. The quad-axis metal shear. Giant scissors for steel. Ultra-hard jaws. Hundreds of tons of hydraulic force, surprisingly quiet, then a deep, powerful snip as metal yields. It dismantles ships, trains, and heavy equipment into shredder-ready pieces. Our test, a massive 6-inch thick I-beam, bridge-grade steel, pressure builds, faint glow, then a clean slice through solid steel. Not torn, but butter smooth. Precision proven. Control means selective dismantling and easier recycling downstream. Brute force where needed, razor accuracy when it counts. Ready for chaos? Let's spin it up. If the last machine was a surgeon, this one's a berserker, the Vortex high-speed shredder, a single horizontal rotor with dozens of 100-pound hammers. Objects don't get cut, they get smashed by kinetic energy. Debris whips around a reinforced chamber, impacts by the thousands. Enormous motors spin a multi-ton rotor into a flywheel of destruction. We're behind blast-proof glass for this one. Not a bale. An entire pickup truck. Release. A thud. And then all hell breaks loose. The roar drowns everything. Sparks and smoke geyser out. In under 10 seconds, the truck is pulverized into chunks. Back to excavators, but a different beast. The pulverizer jaw, aka the cracker. It mixes excavator precision with hydraulic press crushing force. Swift and decisive, the teeth punch through the hood and fender. Lift, twist, rip, the van's front is gone. Then the roof. Support pillars buckle and collapse. Piece by piece, it peels and separates for clean recycling streams. A methodical, brutal takedown, total control. Chaos when speed wins, precision when placement matters. Time to feed a jaw crusher something unconventional. We've seen metal destroyed, now the earth itself. A track-mounted jaw crusher, a massive fixed plate and a moving jaw squeeze rock with a huge flywheel and eccentric shaft, built for hundreds of tons per hour, feed up top, product out the bottom. Normally it eats boulders. Today, a dense V8 engine block. Drop, clang, then the moving plate bears down. An ear-splitting crack, the block fractures, pistons and rods crunch. The flywheel doesn't flinch, the crusher devours without a second thought. Prepare for relentless, repetitive, utterly devastating impacts, a heavy-duty hammer mill. A vertical shaft spins layers of hammers, smashing material against a serrated liner. Change the bottom screen to pick your output, from chunks to powder. Our feed, a mixed bag of car parts, perfect to test the mill. One tip, then a deafening interior storm of impacts and heat. Seconds later, recognizable shapes are gone. Only shredded flow remains. Now we end where most scrap's journey finishes, the industrial scrap baler. First the gathering lid flattens, then the side ram squeezes, and the main ram delivers the final crush. Over 2,000 tons of pressure bind fragments, fluids, purge out. In about a minute, a perfect 1-ton bale ready for the steel mill. Uniform cubes make transport and melting efficient and profitable. And there you have it, 10 of the most insane, powerful, destructive machines on Earth. From unstoppable press force to explosive high-speed shredding, we saw it all. We flattened cars to pancakes, shredded them to confetti, and squeezed them into cubes. This was part 4 of our Car Shredder series. Thanks for riding along. Every view, like, and subscription helps us go bigger. Which machine was the best, Precision Shear or Vortex Shredder? Tell me in the comments. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe. What's next is even crazier. Thank you for watching. We couldn't do this without you. We'll see you in the next video.